gonna help him.
That Oxford professor, Bryan Sykes, has launched a unique project testing samples of Bigfoot hair from all over the world.
We will definitely be able to identify the species origin of any sample. So if there's anything really exciting, we will find it.
I've been on the trail of the Yeti in the Himalayas. And later I'll be taking on the Almasty of Russia. But this week, I'm in the home of Sasquatch, the USA.
There's a Sasquatch standing there looking at me. And he had just stepped right from myth right into reality.
I'll be immersing myself in the world of America's Bigfootologists.
This creature brought me back to my people, to where I need to be.
And meeting the notorious Sasquatch killer.
But you shot?
Yeah.
Why? Because there was a monster in the woods.
We're launching the world's first scientifically rigorous Bigfoot DNA analysis. Whatever the answer, it's Judgment Day for Sasquatch.
I heard that.
Yeah, they're coming.
They're coming here.
Yeah, they're coming. It's feeding time.
America's Sasquatch heartland is the Pacific Northwest. Stretching 700 miles from Northern California through Oregon to Washington State, it's home to some of the remotest landscapes on Earth.
It's easy to see why you couldn't believe that forests like these hide a creature unknown to science. And there are plenty of people who do believe, and they're determined to prove they're right.
From the explorer who first heard tales of skookums from native people in 1847, to the journalist who coined the term Sasquatch in 1920, and the giant footprints that started a craze in 1958. The Pacific Northwest has been home to over 1,000 alleged Bigfoot encounters. The creature is ape-like, tall, 7 to 10 feet, heavy, 600 to 1,000 pounds, hairy, from red to beige, brown to black. For decades, science has scorned the idea of Bigfoot and anyone who studies it. But now, a top scientist has waded in.
Legends of the Yeti have been around for ages. Well, now the search for the larger-than-life creature is getting some serious academic attention.
Oxford genetics professor Bryan Sykes is a scientific pioneer. The first man ever to extract DNA from ancient human bone. Now he's launched the Oxford-Lausanne Collateral Hominid project, the most ambitious analysis of Bigfoot DNA ever undertaken. Hair is the key. Beneath the tough keratin shell of hair shafts, Sykes has found genetic time capsules and the ability to read their secrets.
What's really bugged any serious attempt to identify species up until the last couple of years is that there's always human contamination, and I can tell you it's damn difficult to get rid of.
Sykes has developed a unique multi-stage cleaning system that removes all contamination. And he's using his cutting-edge new technique to take on the world of Bigfoot USA.
Bigfootologists and other enthusiasts seem to think that they've been rejected by science. Now, I think that's a complete distortion of what science is about. Science doesn't accept or reject anything. All it does is examine the evidence, and that is what I'm doing.
Bryan has put out a call for so-called Bigfoot samples for testing. and has carefully selected the 12 best hares from the most credible sources across America. And while he begins his analysis, I'm travelling over 5,000 miles to the heart of the Pacific Northwest itself. I want to meet the Bigfootologists who donated the samples and find out what drives their search for this elusive creature. One of those samples is highly controversial. It came from the so-called Sasquatch killer, Justin Smeyer. Justin claims that he shot at an adult and juvenile Sasquatch, and that he killed the younger one. It's made him the most infamous figure in the Bigfoot world today. It all began on a hunting trip to California's remote Sierra Mountains.
In October of 2010, I was bear hunting with a friend of mine up in the Sierras. It was a day just like any other. There was one area that we knew that we liked from the beginning, and we said, yeah, we're gonna go here, and we're gonna kill something there, for sure. We came around the corner, and we're driving, we look into this open meadow, and we see this creature. Me and my buddy saw it at the same time. He slams on the brakes. Maybe for the first second or two, I did think it was a bear, and then I looked and I saw that it was on two legs. I was just sitting there nervous looking at this thing thinking this is a monster. 7.5 to 8 feet tall, around 600 pounds. A couple seconds go by, I decide that I'm going to kill it. And I shot it about right here, just on the top of its rib. It fell to the ground immediately. You could see the impact, you could see the dust come off of it. And then you have my buddy say, wait, there's more. And we see two smaller ones, maybe 3.5 feet tall, maybe 35, 40 pounds. Me and my buddy watched them for between 10 and 15 minutes up close. I shot the little one square in the neck, walked up to it, grabbed it. It was still alive. It was bleeding all over me. It had very human-like features. Their eyes had whites in them. They looked awful lot like me. I shot a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. I haven't found a reasonable explanation for what happened to me. I haven't found any sort of way to prove that I'm telling the truth. That's what I'm hoping that this DNA study does. I would give anything. I would give my house if Bryan Sykes was able to walk up to me and said, hey, you know, I tested this, and I'm going to be able to show everybody that you're telling the truth.
For Justin, and for all the Bigfootologists of the USA, there's a lot riding on Bryan's search for answers. There are almost as many theories surrounding the Sasquatch as there are sightings of it. For believers, it's a giant hairy ape unknown to science, or an early form of human, like a Neanderthal. For skeptics, it's a misidentified creature like a bear, or even a plain old hoax. The bottom line is that Justin says that he shot some kind of mystery animal out here. Big question for me and everybody else is, what was it?